Hello everyone. So before we dive into what's great about living in Oklahoma City, let me ask you a question. Which would be better, researching Oklahoma City using just the internet, or reaching out to a former colleague that now lives here and just pepper them with questions about all things having to do with Oklahoma City and how they like living here? Well, duh. I mean, you'd call your friend, because we all know having that kind of back and forth conversation, where you can ask questions, that'd be way better than having to just resort to looking up stuff on the internet, right? And yeah, I know what you're thinking. You idiot, I don't know anyone that lives in Oklahoma City, and that's why I'm on YouTube. Well, that's why I created this YouTube channel, so that you could meet someone virtually, me, that can answer all your important questions. Do I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Oklahoma City? Well, you be the judge. I've only lived here for over 60 years. Yeah, you heard that right. And I'd be happy to help. All you have to do is call, text, or email me using the information in the description box down below, and let's chat about it. I make these videos not only to introduce myself, but also to demonstrate I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Oklahoma City. So without further ado, let's dive into all the pros of living here, the good stuff. And since I didn't want to take up too much of your time, I'll cover all the cons in another video. So let's start with the good news first. What's to like about living in Oklahoma City? Pro number one, the people. We're a friendly bunch here, as all folks are across Oklahoma. We wave at passersby we don't know. We open doors for each other. And we say hello, please, and thank you. We have the admirable habit of pulling together as a community when crisis hits the area. Case in point, the 1995 Oklahoma City Murrah building bombing that killed 168 folks, including, unfortunately, 19 children. It's terrible. I actually heard the bomb go off. I was about 5 miles away, and I could see a little puff of smoke coming from the building from downtown. Also, there was the May 3rd, 1999 tornado that leveled parts of the suburbs of Moore and Del City. And when these kind of things happen here, you see the true sense of community that we have here. And these are the things that bring out the best of our people. And there's a lot of us living here. Oklahoma City metro area is home to nearly 1.4 million folks. We're fairly diverse, with 53% white, 20% Hispanic, 14% African American, 4% Asian, and 3% Native American. Speaking of Native Americans, owing largely because of the origins of our state, Oklahoma has an extremely large Native American population, second only to California. And what was surprising to me in doing my research was nearly 42% of Oklahoma City residents are veterans, due in part, no doubt, to the military presence we have here at Tinker Air Force Base in adjoining Midwest City, Oklahoma. So, before we head to number two, let me introduce myself. My name is Lynn Taggart, and I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Select in Edmond, Oklahoma. This has been my home, as I said, for 62 of my 66 years. I grew up here, went to school here, I'm married here, I bought my first house here at 14% interest rate. Thank you very much. And I raised my kids here. And before becoming a realtor, I worked here all my life as an engineer, most recently for Devon Energy, the largest independent oil company in Oklahoma City, which they office in the tallest building in the state, and as a marketing executive with Sonic, the well-known fast food franchise. So, a lifetime of living here, what's it mean? It means I have a lifetime of knowledge, I look forward to sharing it with you if you're considering a move to my hometown. So now that you know a little bit about me, let's jump to number two, which is a key reason that most folks are coming here. Pro number two, the cost of living. You know what? Living here, it's a very affordable place, with the overall cost of living is 12% lower than the national average. That's especially true when it comes to housing. So if you're coming here from either the East or West Coast, you score big time. Buy a house here for the same money as you spent in LA, and you'll think you're living in a castle. Average home prices in Oklahoma City, average home is about $229,000 compared to nearly $400,000 nationwide. Data just released shows that Oklahoma City now ranks 9th nationally in terms of affordability compared to the 100 largest other cities in the United States. And if you're a renter, the good news continues there as well. Average monthly rent for all bedroom types in Oklahoma City is $1,325 a month, compared nationally to the average of $1,942 a month. Big difference. Gasoline, electricity, food costs here are all well below national averages. Our insurance cost for homeowners insurance, though, is more than double the national average, due in large part to the hail and high wind damage potential. Car insurance here runs about the national average. Pro number three, the traffic. So getting around Oklahoma City really is easy, and you can get anywhere, say from Edmond in the north to downtown Oklahoma City during rush hour in about 30 to 35 minutes. How do I know that? Well, I made that commute for decades. Commutes here rarely are longer than 30 minutes. And so assuming there's no wrecks or anything. Part of the reason traffic is usually light is because Oklahoma City is just so spread out. While we rank 20th in terms of population, we rank 8th in terms of the sheer size of the land area the city encompasses. And you can see that in this chart showing Oklahoma City's size versus other well-known U.S. towns. What this basically means is you'll need a car to get around, hate to tell you. And if you're an air traveler, getting in or out of Oklahoma City's Will Rogers World Airport, it's a breeze. If you're used to long lines and security and baggage handling and all the things at other large airports, you're not going to find those here. You can arrive at the airport, you can park your car, check your bags, go through security, and be standing at your gate in about 30 minutes. It's great. Pro number 4, the revitalized downtown and surrounding areas. Now this is where Oklahoma City is really coming into its own, and a lot of changes taking place. City Center, Deep Deuce, Bricktown, Automobile Alley, Wheeler, and Plaza districts, all these areas are really taking off. Frankly, the speed and size of urban renewal taking place of our old buildings, warehouses, and storefronts near the city center and downtown Oklahoma City is really remarkable. They're tired old areas. They're seeing real rebirth of activity and commerce, and a lot of young people are flocking to these kind of hip new urban areas. And it's also easier to get around downtown now due to a new streetcar system that serves this area. Downtown also now features our brand new convention center, which is surrounded by new convention-ready hotels, and Scissortail Park, which is named after our state bird, across the street from the convention center. And all this is in the shadow of the unique Skydance Bridge, which spans I-40. Now, not to be missed, I mentioned it earlier, but not to be missed is the Wheeler District on the other side of the Oklahoma River. It features the Oklahoma City block letter sign that you can see from the river. It also features the Ferris wheel there, which this Ferris wheel actually used to reside at the Santa Monica Pier in California. Pro number 5. If you like to gamble, pardon the pun, you're in luck. Oklahoma has 33 Native American tribes, and they operate 143 casinos across the state. That's the most of any state in the U.S. And there's 10 of these in the immediate Oklahoma City area. These include Class 3 casinos with Vegas-style gambling, like the Riverwind Casino in Norman, Class 2 casinos with no banker or electronic gaming, travel plazas with slot machines and smoke shops. As I mentioned, the largest in the area is Riverwind Casino, and it features really big-name entertainment coming here on a regular basis. Pro number 6. We have a wide variety of sports available. So, if you're an NBA fan, like I am, rejoice. Oklahoma City is home to the Oklahoma City Thunder. We have a terrific young team that's on the rise again. We're loaded with first-round draft picks for years to come, and the future is really bright for Thunder basketball. Attending a Thunder game, it's a must for newcomers to Oklahoma City. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot going on during the timeouts, too, and at halftime that keeps everyone involved, including the kiddos. Now, if you're talking about Oklahoma, you're talking about college football, and college football rules the roost here in the fall. The University of Oklahoma Sooners, we call OU, their football games are in nearby Norman. And Oklahoma State University, the OSU Cowboys, their games are a mere 40 to 45-minute drive up I-35 in Stillwater. These places are where you want to see and be seen on Saturdays from September to December. And both teams are always highly ranked. And when they play each other, well, we call that bedlam. I don't know why, but we call it bedlam. And it sometimes leads to family members within the same household not speaking to each other for weeks. I can attest to that. I went to OU, and my son is a student at OSU. That situation we refer to here is a house divided. So just know that attend one of these schools' home games in the fall, and you'll see what I mean about all the pageantry. And baseball fans here can get their fill at the award-winning Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, we just call it the Brick, watching the Oklahoma City Dodgers compete against other AAA minor league teams. And as you could probably guess, Oklahoma City is the minor league affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Tickets here to Dodgers games are always available, and they're very affordable. It's an inexpensive, fun night out for all the family. Now, if you're a golfer, you'll be right at home here on one of Oklahoma City's 16 golf courses, 8 of which are municipal courses. And there's a number of high-profile, more exclusive private courses like Oak Tree, where previous PGA and senior PGA championships have been played. It's also Gaillardia, Oklahoma City Golf and Country Club, Rose Creek, and Twin Hills, etc. are also in the area. Now, for something completely different and unique, head downtown to the Oklahoma River to the Boathouse District, where the nation's only urban whitewater rafting and kayaking center is located. Now, this is something I've never done, but I'd love to give it a go in the summertime, especially when temperatures start hitting triple digits around here. So that's it. The good stuff, some of the pros I came up with about living here. But let's face it, you have to take the good with the bad. So be sure and check out my cons video for all the nitty-gritty on the not so nice things you'll encounter if you live in Oklahoma City. If you have lived here before or visited here, let me know, what you liked or didn't like in the comments below. I'm curious to see what you have to say. In the meantime, if this content is useful, I'd really appreciate it if you click the like and subscribe button and let the YouTube algorithm know I'm on the right track with my channel. Also, let me know in the comments below what other topics you'd like for me to cover in future videos. I'm all ears. And finally, if you'd like to ask me questions or talk to me about moving to Oklahoma City, I can be reached via phone, text, or email, and those links are shown in the description box below. So, till then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Adios.